Hey guys, what is up? It is me, Pagey here, once again with another video, actually my first video, which is actually surprising, on Black Lightning. Now, Black Lightning is a new show coming in the mid-season. It actually debuts after The Flash, but we'll talk about more of the specifics around that towards the end of the video because I don't think I really want to start off the video with that. Just quickly on the audio, it might sound a bit different than my other videos. That's just because I'm in a different environment. It might sound a bit echoey. Hopefully it's not too echoey, but it might sound a bit echoey. But hopefully it's not too annoying. But I will quickly show you the trailer for Black Lightning before we jump into the big juicy parts, because there is a decent amount to jump over or jump into. So let's watch that trailer.
It is time that people know Black Lightning.
Now, obviously, that was like the debut trailer. They haven't really released any other trailer. They've released like little small promos, like 8, 5, 3-second promos on the CW and stuff. I am expecting another like maybe 30-second to a minute promo in the next couple of weeks leading up to the show's debut in mid-season. But at the moment, this is like the only proper trailer we have. But we will jump into the synopsis of the series as well, because it does give us, once again, a decent idea of what's going on in the show. So we'll jump into that and then go over some stuff regarding episode 1, because they did release some promo material, and we'll just break it down and explain certain things that some of you guys might not know about. Jefferson Pierce is a man wrestling with a secret. As the father of 2 daughters and principal of a charter high school that also serves as a safe haven for young people in a neighborhood overrun by gang violence, he is a hero to his community. 9 years ago, Pierce was a hero of a different sort. Gifted with the superhuman power to harness and control electricity, he used those powers to keep his hometown streets safe as the masked vigilante Black Lightning. However, after too many nights with his life on the line and seeing the effects of the damage and loss that his alter ego was inflicting on his family, he left his superhero days behind and settled into being a principal and a dad. Choosing to help his city without using his superpowers, he watched his daughters Anissa and Jennifer grow into strong young women, even though his marriage to their mother, Lynn, suffered. Almost a decade later, Pierce's crime-fighting days are long behind him, or so he thought. But with crime and corruption spreading like wildfire and those he cares about in the crosshairs of the menacing local gang, the 100, Black Lightning returns to not only save his family, but also the soul of his community. So that's an interesting synopsis. It really does give you, a lot of background on what's going to be going on in this show, and it looks pretty interesting. Like, I am very intrigued. I'm not the biggest Black Lightning connoisseur. I don't know too much about him. I've just seen him in various properties when I was watching shows when I was younger. So I, for one, am going into this show pretty blind, and I think that's actually a good thing. I think it's actually good that I'm interested in this show, but I don't know too much about the character at all. So I think that's actually a good thing. But we will go over some of the promo images they released, which show us a various amount of characters. There's only a handful, but they do show us a various amount of characters from different parts of the show, which are pretty interesting, and I'll try and explain the characters as best as I can. So the first picture is actually of Anissa Pierce, who is Jefferson, Black Lightning's eldest daughter. You can see her in a school here teaching. Now, this is the same one that Jefferson is the principal of. Now, she does this part-time whilst also being at medical school. So she's not always going to be in the school. She's not always this teacher. So I'm guessing we'll cross between her being a teacher, being in medical school, as well as, being in the Pierce family. Now, I am wondering, how much of the school is going to be brought in, maybe some, the gang issues. I don't know if it'll be directly, because it does look like it's a fairly well-run school. That might be up to Jefferson. Maybe he runs the school really well and just tries to keep it separate from the gang stuff, because it is meant to be this safe haven for the young people in the neighborhood. But it just might be that the gang is constantly threatening this safe haven, which we usually see in other properties when there is this safe place. Usually the dangerous thing is usually trying to enter and corrupt that safe haven. So maybe that's what we're going to see in this first season, or at least some part of this first season of Black Lightning. So maybe the school might be coming under a bit of an attack at some point. The second picture actually shows Jefferson around the school. Now, as the synopsis says, and as I just said then as well, he is the principal. Now, he seems like he's a pretty chill principal, if I have to say. But obviously, as we know, Jefferson hasn't been Black Lightning for almost 10 years. So maybe him as a principal might change once he suits back up as Black Lightning. Lightning might have said, maybe some of his mannerisms change. Maybe he's a bit more of a hard ass around school at this time, just because he's scared of the 100 gang. So that will be pretty interesting to see just how Jefferson evolves when he returns to being Black Lightning. Now, the third picture is probably the action shot that we all wanted to see, as we do see Jefferson suited up as Black Lightning. Now, I'm interested to see how consistent the suit is, as it is pretty different to anything we have seen in the Arrowverse or the other CW DC shows up to this point. Like, personally, I think it looks pretty cool. But yeah, as I said, I am interested to see how consistent it is throughout the season's run. Like, let me know what you think of it. Do you love it? Do you like it? Just like, it's okay, I like it. Or do you hate it? Do you not like the suit at all? Let me know in the comments, because I wonder if it's going to evolve at certain points, because we did see shots in the trailer where Jefferson is working on the suits and maybe tries to evolve it, harness his abilities more, maybe so it doesn't wear him out as much. So I wonder if that's going to evolve throughout the season, or this suit will just stay the same from episode 1 until the season finale. The fourth promo picture gives us a look at Jennifer Pierce, who is Jefferson's youngest daughter and is played by China Anne McClain, I think that's how you pronounce it, who I'm pretty sure was a big Disney Channel star or Nickelodeon star before snagging this role. So that could bring some viewership to the show. Like, I think I had a look and she had like 2 million Twitter followers or something, which is a lot compared to the rest of this cast. So yeah, as I said, that could bring like a decent amount of viewership to the show before it's even started. Like, there's like a ridiculous amount of people looking forward to Black Lightning because they have this, person that they already follow in this show. So I think that's actually really good for Black Lightning that they did cast a very popular young actress. Now, you can see her here with a character known as Will and another character known as Lala or Lala, one of the two. Now, I'm guessing this is connected to the 100 gang because these two dudes, or at least one of them, the dude on the right, does look like he could be part of the 100 gang, or maybe, a wannabe member, so maybe he's trying to prove himself to be inducted. And as the synopsis does say, the 100 gang are sort of a menace to the community that Jefferson is a part of and is trying to protect. So yeah, they do seem like they're going to be pretty damn threatening. And I'm interested to see if maybe Jennifer gets herself a bit too involved, because that's what Jefferson is trying to stop. The fifth picture gives us our first look, I think, at James Remar's character, who is Peter Gamby. Now, James Remar, to me at least, is best known as Dexter's father from the show Dexter. But Peter Gamby is Jefferson's oldest friend, and also his tailor. Now, it does look like they are actually in Peter's tailor shop in this image. Like, I'm not too sure what is going on with Jefferson at this point. Maybe this is after like a Black Lightning outing and he is feeling the after effects of it here while getting fitted for another snazzy suit. But I think Peter is going to be that character that is, not necessarily in the Pierce family, but knows that, that Jefferson is going around as Black Lightning and possibly helping him and stuff. You never know, because he's a tailor, he might be helping out with Black Lightning's suit, who knows. And the sixth and final promo picture gives us our first good look at Tobias Whale, who is the villain for the season, played by Marvin Crondon Jones III. Now, Crondon is what he goes by, like the actor that is like for the character. I think he is a rapper or like a musical artist in some form, so that's like the name he goes by, Crondon. But boy, he looks threatening. Like, and for those wondering, he is like albinistic, I think is how you pronounce it. So he's like an albino. But Tobias Whale was a former politician who got like high up in the chain through various forms of corruption, which is not too much of a surprise, to be completely honest. But he was brought down by Alvin Pierce. So yeah, Pierce, that's right, it's Jefferson's father. And Tobias Whale ended up killing him, causing his exile from politics and leading him to becoming the leader of the 100 gang. So there is a lot of connections going on before we have even started watching the show, as I said before, which is great to see. And these promo pictures do like definitely give us a variety of things to look forward to on the show. Now, I guess the big question to ask from you guys is, am I actually looking forward to Black Lightning? And the answer is yes. I think it's going to be very different from any of the shows that we have at the moment in regards to like the CW, DC stuff, which is good. You don't want to bring another show that's like Arrow, that's like Flash, that's like Legends, that's like Supergirl. You want something different. And what Black Lightning seems to me is like it's almost a mixture of Arrow and Flash. Like, it's a superpowered person, a la the Flash, but then it's also like a vigilante, street crime, gang fighting show like Arrow. So it's sort of like mixing Flash and Arrow. So I think if you like Flash or Arrow or both, I think you might enjoy Black Lightning. I guess the only issue they could face is if they go for like a massive political statement, because, people can be sort of shunned away from that and be like, oh, I'm not the biggest fan of that. Personally, I wouldn't mind if they did that, because it sort of does interest me if they go for that, like that political message. Maybe not too strong, but if it's like an undertone of the season, I'm fine with that. But yeah, if you do like Flash or Arrow and you're sort of like tossing up whether you want to watch it, I'd give it like maybe 3 to 4 episodes. Watch it. Don't watch the pilot and go, oh no, this sucks. Give it 3 to 4 episodes. And then if you don't like it after that, fair enough, you want to drop it. But I think 3 to 4 episodes would be a good ballpark in which to judge whether you like Black Lightning, might I say, or not. Now, as I did say, it does premiere in mid-season. Now, it premieres January 16th, right after The Flash. So it's replacing the Legends of Tomorrow time slot. Don't ask me where Legends is going. I actually have no idea. It's meant to return in February, but I don't know what day it's going to. But yeah, when The Flash is on, Black Lightning will be airing straight after that for the rest of the season. So that's when you're going to be able to watch it. But thanks for watching, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did, it'd be awesome if you could drop a like on it to show your support. Let me know in the comments section down below. Are you looking forward to Black Lightning? Are you going to watch the show completely, no matter how, like, you know, the roller coaster it might go up, whether it's good or bad, or are you just going to, you know, give it a try, like maybe the first 2 to 3 episodes, and then see if you want to continue on from there? Just let me know in the comments section down below. And of course, if you are new to the channel, make sure to subscribe. I'll catch you later, guys. Goodbye.